Right, we're recording now, Master Week. You were saying about
introduction.
Ridian.
Lunchtime in the Dry Valley.
This is where we're at.
Yes, the Dry Valley.
As you can see, it's very beautiful.
It's a gorgeous spot.
This time of year, we just captured the sunlight.
If you pan around a little bit, you will just see the slight trickle.
You see the trickle there, everybody?
If I duck out the way.
As I say, it's very beautiful here. It's chosen well, but access was a little challenging. I must
Challenging
admit.
is what it's all about. You can't have elemental without challenge.
It's very true. Can't deny that Weeksy logic.
Yeah, that's right.
We're currently enjoying our lunch, and we just had quite an interesting philosophical discussion. And he was just about to mention a person from Welsh mythology.
Yes, we were talking about the year of the pig and how this strangely pleases me. And there was a tale, which I'm now going to fail to tell.
As I say, do your best.
Because bugger me if I remember half the characters.
Recall it as well as you can, sir.
Oh, I don't know. Gwydion, one of the 3 golden shoemakers of the Isle of Britain. I think he tricked, possibly, was it the King of Hell?
Ah.
Was it Pryderi?
Is this according to the Mabinogion?
This is one of the it's
right.
The Mabinogion story.
Can you remind us who originally wrote that?
Nobody knows. It's the original Welsh legends.
Very interesting.
The original Welsh legends.
A bit like the Irish legends.
They're connected.
Yeah,
some of the Welsh legends are pre-Arthurian tales. If that makes sense.
This is the perfect spot to relate such a tale, actually. It's got a certain magical quality.
Gwydion stole a herd of pigs.
Right.
From some important person, probably the king of Dyfed, I think.
Kind of reminds me of the Bible story of Jesus, getting the demons out the swine.
Right.
So what happened next then?
I forget now. As I said, I'll tell the story.
That's frustrating. A little bumblebee there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good omen. Where's he gone? Oh,
he's having a drink.
Yeah. We've encountered some very interesting creatures, haven't we? Bandersnatchers, we've heard the calls of very strange and mysterious birds.
Strange bird, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a very strange call. Heard the crows, that was quite interesting. That was a good omen. Met our interesting person of the day.
We did.
He was very interesting indeed.
Fossils, all sorts. And strange tree moss.
What was that local legend he was telling us? Oh yes, didn't they find some Celtic artefacts in a cave, he said, near here?
Bronze-age artifacts on one of the quads.
Yeah, one of them was a bronze ceremonial dagger.
Yes, and the wheel rims of a chariot.
Wheel rims of a chariot.
Down in the British Museum apparently.
So it could have been a local chieftain of some significance. We've all speculated on that one.
There must have been some local lord.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Exactly. I mean, how far back do you think this valley was settled? I mean, we're probably talking Neolithic times, because it was. I imagine it was quite fertile, thousands of years ago, just after the Ice Age.
I don't know what the climate would be like, but I imagine
it's heavily forested, wasn't it? Because he sort of he mentioned that, didn't he? Like, there was bores in the forest there, and it was hunted by the Romans.
Well, that's
and there
right.
was extensive mining by the Romans as well.
So I'm sure that there would have been very ancient settlements. So you do find on the hillsides in various places the remains of settlement systems here and there, scattered in all sorts of unexpected places.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Archaeologically speaking.
Well, that's right. And this stuff's everywhere.
And constant surprises turn up. I imagine there was battles here at one time. I know it was the famous Battle of Stanhope Ford, which wasn't too far from here.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
I think that was in the 13th century. The king rested for the night. I think it was... Who was the king at the time of Bannockburn? So it was him.
Golly, I wouldn't know.
And his retinue of knights.
Bannockburn, 13th century?
13, 14. Yeah, I should remember his name.
Golly.
Well, there was Longshanks was the king before him, so he was known as the Terror of the Scots because he was very ruthless. And then Edward Longshanks, and then he came after him. It might have been Edward
one of the Richards.
Might have been, but apparently they were ambushed by the Scots that night. You see, and it became known as the Battle of Stanhope Ford.
Is that right?
Which is only about 2.5 miles from here on the other side of the river.
Yes, I imagine it's that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
so
it would, wouldn't
not
it?
so much a battle as an ambush, but yeah, he lost quite a few troops that night, and it shows how cunning the Scots can be. And that's no sort of criticism of Scottish people in general. I'm saying that as a compliment.